are playing Final Fantasy 14 Forward. Level up my little arcanist. Ew. Select. Come on, Moogle. A little faster. To the upper deck. Upper and lower deck. Glory days. The devil just said adventure might be dropping by delivering something special. That you laugh? If you didn't have to go all this trouble. Hot goddamn stuff. I hated Maria umbrella since I was a sellsword. This only the nastiest shit I ever put in my mouth. Beach, try splice. Sprinkling it with salt and cooking it or campfire, but this was still a little better than chewing on driftwood. Try it for yourself, lads. You'll see what I mean. Okay. Little more. Can't wear it. The bro comes though the other day and plops this exact the size of a bleeding boo-boo on the counter, saying any man will slay rats can and something from within. I inquire as to why all this is the damn noise they make when hearing about us, driving me insane. You ask me though. It's already a bit touched. Something tells me that poor lad I'll never find. Got my hat. That is the lower one. Hello? I do above the Fisherman's Guild. I'm afraid now isn't the best time. We recently have taken on commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. Look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients. I will be loth to disappoint. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in timely fashion. Okay. You deliver pack as I requested. Very good. I shall pass on the sister's element to my superior. And what manner of service do the doubtful sister provide? Continue your stay in Limsa, you will likely find out soon enough. Kathy, be confident in your ability and comfortable with the inconvenience you might wish to approach them yourself. That's probably what it was for. Deep. Too hard for this level. And finish down there. Under. Streets request. Got lost slime here. I already got it. Good. Okay. Windows blocked, right? Buffet out of blind iron. Well, this time we'll dug ourselves into a hole. We'll well and true. Struck brimstone was shoveled the mines, and now the rocks are rifled with rotten egg. Gas grew too much to bear. Need to clear earth crystal, plug them properly. Find us further clouds brought on by the okay. That. So good. Should be all that leak. So that's breath of fresh air. Many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the glue gets choked to death down there. The price metal command in the wake of calamity was either rich or some dodos. Do-do-do. Sure. Goes. One more. Please subscribe to the channel. Close to fate, I gotta kill. Oh, kobolds, I can do that. Easy to block. Short amount of time. Come on, workers. You will see the mill's gonna dungeon. What more do you need to know? Only problem I have is meddling in my chores always with that. Okay, someone has a bad fucking attitude. Okay. Here. Do we do? Oh, kill them all. playtime. I haven't noticed anything of myself, but let's have a look now, shall we? Looks there, the cell been nicked a bit. Nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use is the same as they our teammate. Stand up to blister and win. Yeah. So the mill is fine. It'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavenger that robbed us of our eel. Okay. As you enjoyed your tour of the mill, you are impressed, yes? The matter of is her cell is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remediable. Delay acting until trouble occurs to ask for trouble. A grave fleet stops for nothing. Cell ahead. At the Grey Fleet. Double crimes of late give us ample cause of concern, yet others are content to pass them off as mischief making. He cares more for the welfare of his mill than that of his worker. Only my beloved old Graham knew of my plot. I am certain he will leap to my rescue all the way from his post at the Red River. He often calls me his little lamb, and I am certain my absence could only have made his heart grow fonder. Good then. Deliver the sackflower to Amhar. Go in the nest. Far. It is something. Meet you in a bit. All the eggs and milk in the world don't matter unless without flour. Not that flour is any good on its own, mind you. Galagos just hoard it, whatever they can get their filthy paws on. But now we got the whole kit. Bodo, thanks you. We'll leave you around, but at the end of the day, we're still utterly unprepared should this sort of thing should happen again. I keep watch over the gates here and the stead, but my watch extends on so far. The stagecoach that was supposed to pull in today never made it past Blind Iron Mines, which you arrived not long ago. That is, was waylaid by someone or something. The coachman is a pucky fella. If I knew Palo Malo, Mahoy, he'll be poking around the mines, plotting to salvage his segment, but utterly he is just one. Would just put my mind at ease to his aid. Indeed, a couple steady incursions weren't a word. Now they find my poor little lamb, the soul I love more than any other on two legs. We must summon the yellow jackets. I shall pen the massive warning, lost spirit of the kobolds advance. You must deliver it to the law ground checkpoint. There is no time to spare to reach the law target checkpoint. Go first to blind iron mines. I will guide you from there. Chocobo Keeper. Well met, traveler. My interest in a Chocobo Porter. Why do not tell me this is your first visit to the shop? I shall update my register with your name, so you may access to this location. Hire a Chocobo Porter. Have anything in the mail? I want to read this stuff. No, no letters. That's, no one loves me more. No one loves me anymore. Should I go? Should be fine. I got the nest. See what's so great about it? Storm recruit. Okay. Adventure has been added to the category of entry. Girls wearing bikinis. Storm recruit. Great adventure and welcome to Mist. And I'm lonely sent you today. Oh, that's unfortunate. All lonesomes are buried from participating in the auction. On account of the fact that they're well Vincent Admiral's decree. If you find an area to your liking, though, please consider speaking with the resident caretaker. She can guide you through the process of purchasing a plot for yourself. How do I go to incident? Later on. Hopefully that's all I need. Look up how to buy a flower land. on. There you are. What news have you brought me? The purpose of luring adventures to Limsa, that's unfortunate, but it does explain a great deal. Looks like dream of owning my own home will have to wait a little longer, but don't you worry about me, my day will come soon. Now accessible. This is what the Found from La Taga checkpoint, you come to the right mind. You find most decent of dark will leave you be so long as you extend them to the same courtesy, but Kobold can be a bit more deliberate. Still, nothing an adventure of your adventurousness can't handle. It must be the help that Scumhar sent, I thought. Kobold stuck me up. Daddled with garments, but don't you worry, and I'm fixed to get him back, so can't get him back. You gotta do is noisy on up close that stagecoach they hit and peek in and bet your bottom guild those kobolds come and call them. Once them critters come out, whack, you pop them in the jaw, snag the loot, foolproof. Okay. You done good, partner, running up enough to bring back to the city. Dead, I reckon. I tend to rest all your mess. Go on ahead and make sure old where gets the good. God damn it, you made a fucking run over. Piece of shit. Oh, it's gonna be level 20 to write about. So wait, 12, 20. And right now. Should I turn it in or just go and turn Arcanist quest? What? Ole ole, do, ole. Do. Good to see you return to us unarmed. And with 3 full bags no less, I'm grateful, but I fear this is hardly the last we'll hear of the kobolds. They have been growing restless in the recent moons. This trend is like continuing. Amok must be appraised of this incident, or is at our doorstep. Amok. The kobolds are at it again. No contact with their own territory. The creatures have been pouring forth from their subterranean dwelling to wreak havoc on the Sun's land, but we won't stand for it. Our livelihoods are at stake. Alice, with either side willing to give any ground, I fear there may be no peaceful resolution. Body. What do you want? Aqua demons that comfort with the kobolds. You've seen with your own eyes how the kobolds have taken up arms against us. The minds of all Goromo aren't enough for the native citizens of northern Belmar anymore. They came to claim what is ours. Our war-weary forebear struck a short-sighted peace with the kobolds. What lays beneath the sea was to be Limsa's, lay underground was Gohomoro. Yet what resolved one conflict created another, as the sea cannot fully feed, hold and shelter the children of land, realizing that kobold technically condemned to the city settlements of Asia, he shared an unspoken agreement. But now the kobolds graciously assert the dominion, threatening our very survival. Adherence to the pact is meaningless if it means our demise. It comes time for us to take a stand. See the wisdom of Ariel know now to learn how. So Anak has at last abandoned the naive hope that the kobold minutes would abate of its force. Their numbers have increased and a fold as they expand southward to a food source spurred by overpopulation, in the cycle of aggression. Common beggar would know better than to expect food stuff abroad, a stagecoach bound for the stick. But the filthy scamps grow desperate. We need only set the fate and their hunger. It will be their undoing. Tell Amok to make an arrangement. Let's make the arrangement. Ingenious will trap the hungry kobold as one would any rodent. And I know just the bait to set. Tell Skim Hard to set aside some dodo meat from our next shipment. Get a bit of that and find iron mines, and little Betness will be able to resist. Okay. dead dodo handy dead dodo to you and you kill Kobo for me. I bargain if I ever heard of one. Take this over to Kabasop of the mine, she'll know where to go. Let's do this. For one big team. Let's see the Red Rooster Steed hasn't turned chicken on us. Once we find a good hiding spot, we'll open the crate of meat nearby. The kobolds will follow their nose. By the time they see you, it'll be too late. Be like that. Good morning. Put the thing in. Rid of me. I gotta hide. Just finish. Hostile presence. Everything. Level 11. How much guilt do I have anyway? No more. How are doing? I see one person watching. How are you doing today? I'm up there. No. Oh, you done it. I expected no less. I don't know what we had done without you. It makes me wonder what we will do once you've gone. I was hoping you might visit the drowning wench and speak with Doran. There's no secret that Yellow Dragons pay him. Mayhap he would put in a word so that the steed might procure their protection. I am done with this. Come on, cutie. Welcome back, Kisumi. It appears your coordination with Callbuckle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. I would test your growth acumen with a more practical examination. Our work at Milvan's Gate requires us to inspect the record of the content of the incoming cargo boost. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zer's Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return to inspect the cargo here to me. You will be surprised at the depth of which some merchant will think to deter our custom agent from pouring thorough investigation. False bottoms, rotting foodstuff, fleshy, kid. I suggest you prepare for any eventuality. Oh no. Have you had any luck getting the fresh lab? Please hurry, the guests are arriving any moment now. Or slice of fresh lab and right in the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. Just like this, I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par, so when this my expanded operation, I asked to be probationary instead. This way I can still be part of the business, part of my shortcomings. Hey, Luke Skywalker, how you doing? So the steed is over their aids with the kobolds, are they? Plus, wishful thinking to believe the mind's rats would stay put in Old Golomoro. Any beer keep can tell you rodents won't spread if they just come sooner than reckoned. The pact was a fierce no end shake ever solved the blood feud. We just needed to lick our wounds a while is all. I suppose they're all illed up, even the maelstrom taking note of all two rascals run rampant. Yeah, can be sure they're on board in Crystal too. Summon Titan and gods, yep. God help us, they do. Let's now look back on these pretty steps and skirmishes as the good old times. When that day comes, I'll tell you. And there will be a company of arrows down to answer our prayers this time either. Well, an Ozen O prevention will a Punzo Okir. I'll take the Yellow Jack and see if they can see the kobolds advance on the city. How are you doing, Luke Skywalker? How are you doing? I'm done. Level 11. Not this game. For the dungeon. What's in the block? Where's my fox? Station at Oscon Embrace needs you track down a guard who has abandoned his duty. Now you'll be waiting across Ocean Embrace. If you ain't in a hurry to be someplace, I'd rather you hold off for a bell or two. Presently, for such a right wagon, such a damn thing like to collapse. We expect a bit of congestion, but with this being the only bridge connecting the road from the dry docks to Limsa, but today's traffic is something awful. Speaking of which, what is a 7 hell? What does Western mate Kurtamaga think he's playing? He's deserting his post at a time like this. Do me a favor, would you last track down the vicious bugger and tell him to get his arse back to a direction the chaos at Embrace. Who the hell is it behind that thing? Yeah. Well, it's just only a matter of time before they send someone after me. I suppose I heard, yeah, the bridge is a bloody mess. Truth to be told, I would wish the damn thing would collapse and save me time to suffer. I can simply wave me hand and have everything suddenly sort itself out. Now can I? And if I try reasoning with those demon spawn coachmen, I like to get the head bit off. Listen, if you're going to be, then can you at least have the word with a more ignorant wagon driver, you know? Move their temper, soon there'll be one less headache to deal with. I'll do that. Dude, you. Perhaps you do have a point. I shall endeavor to keep a hold on my temper. I need to see the situation stop before the moon turns. I'll be dead. You actually managed to calm them buggers down. You're a miracle worker, ain't the honest truth. All I need is the driver to heat me direction without all that snapping and snarling. You'll see, I'll be at a they'll lose their tempers again. Appreciate it. Cool. Wisdom. Wisdom is back at his post, Effie. Your tongue must be made of silver to have accomplished that feat. You can't handle the yelling. You see, the gods only know how much a delicate flower survive old guards training in the first place. And he's never going to survive duty at the bridge now that work on the victory. A flood of deliverers coming in out every bloody day. Wismaga better harden up or start looking for a quieter line of work. Yeah. And too close to carving. Wild Jack, level 10. That's a little scratch. Trying to go back. That's where to check about. Some Great. Do 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 do. I am not a threat. Pray, ignore my presence for the present, and allow me in a moment to talk this day. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect to proficiently and performance against you. Yet effective though your tactics were, I find much room for improvement as I watch you battle. The wheels of my mind rolled into motion as they are wont to do, inventing for possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see, taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the other constant, multiplying the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculation indicates failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opponent's windows to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Keha, and Malevolent Gate Assessor. Acting Guild's Master Taburgrim elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do have a wish to confirm one small detail regarding your choice of arcane geometry. What factors most influence your action during battle? And the main potential for a means for I simply do what feels right. Start out with an enemy. Just as I predicted, and now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of your an arcanist is 90%, give or take half a percent. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responds to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guild master himself. While our inscrutable leaders is, and I'm sure you've heard on a indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our percent. ability. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy. And just continue to focus on refining your aptitude with carbuncle mastery with an arcane entity with greatly improve your success as a wielder of arcanima. Here's ends our lessons for today. Pray and return to the guild. I believe Mistress Tubergrim is awaiting some inspected card. And what I of myself, I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I already reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real life scenario. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We'll meet again soon. Okay, that is done. Lost. Free. They say mastering though the mines arrive faster than the crow flies from the stead. It is good to see you. I realize I extend the kobold minutes, but Grim Massive has opened my mind. Should we fail to bolster our patrol of Luskan, lowlands now be said lose the region altogether. I have not forgotten what the kobolds sought to seize the west, though the vestals there are now their former nemesis has surfaced. Though Stalworm no doubt remains vigilant, I would ask you to visit Summerfold. Or remind them the sleeping dogs may not be content to lie. Out to dry. Summerfold. Can't spread anymore. Comfortable. Farnborough is in charge of the Admiral's Settlements Initiative. We award handsomely to brave new frontiers. If we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be thrown. In spite of this, washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. There's time. There's still time. We need to only clear away the rocks and debris from the area to be deemed settled. If you are willing to help, you'll find a shovel outside the hut on the hillside. Killer shovels. On the summer cold. Oh, you must be the adventurer Barton promised to send along. Kisumi Bito, wasn't it? You honor his word, so that's a good start. I'm still a worm. The old bastard named Baldwin likely described me in this. Here is my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you wonder why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sword wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and the crew somehow, and Admiral Marawa's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed to find an offer to receive. Well, it turns out you can take the pirates away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my folks just never looked to tending the soil, you see. And for unfortunate botanists I called in to train them have been wiggling their hands in black despair. With no much work piled up, I need a tougher soul like a step in and help where it's needed. Also, presented his post. Watch always seems threats far over the horizon, which is all well and good, but the Huggen swarming at our gates demands my immediate attention before ugly heads that haven't eared someone too recently. So I know better than to disregard the bidding of the Yellow Jackets. Equipment and hereby urges to rain his task in the I have a mind to set you a task. How about the but before I do, I need to show you're properly knitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies. You understand it might well be that the ones that have traded in their headless for counters, but they still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitable equipped. Arrived and ready for picking. I can't even reply on those rotten pirates to pick these ripe oranges. Yet if I leave them a day longer, they are like to fall from the rocks. Mayhaps you can grab a few for me. You're not afraid of pesky hornets or two, are you? Teleport. Still best. Just have you return with the cargo. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and utter gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession. You understand? I've had word from Keha regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. And no less, I admit that the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. Well, to the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approaches to our art. Press knows the battered tone Kata carries that initiate Glamore has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reason, but utterly strange to see if you get all the way to her present position as. I fear such an intense focus on Arcana has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master at this guild guides your Arcana's training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day. Assuming continues your practice with Carbuncle and Kaya has bid, I will be here when time comes for your next lesson. What? Your master was just to assess the improvement of your Arcana. It is time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Indication brisk walks and cannot form sound stops to maintain a sound body. Assuming you have been following Kit's instruction, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threat on Western La Nasia. I speak all Rosling and wild jackals, and yes, I will have you vanquish 3 of each. This perfect sample size to first act as one of your test case. Second, to test your hypothesis. Third, to perfect tactics you devise. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply finding ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting to order or other approaches, consider the effectiveness combination of ether, flow, and energy. Train with time properly, you can simulate restore your own morning supply of mana and deal a crippling blow to your. Okay. Yeah, nuclear more. Supplier. Magical arm. Do. That it? This would be a time to stop. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.